Chosen one, your future is brighter than gold. God is with you. The truth is, your future is extraordinary. It's radiant. It's divine. It's soaked in abundance and covered in grace. Chosen one, your future is brighter than gold. And this isn't just poetic language. It's prophecy. It's the hidden truth that heaven has already whispered over your destiny. Right now, in this very moment, you are being positioned, prepared, and propelled toward the kind of life that most only dream of. Not because of luck, but because of divine alignment. Not because of chance, but because of calling. And because you answered that calling, even in the dark, even when you were tired, even when you felt forgotten, God is with you. And that changes everything. Watch this video until the very end, because every word was meant to ignite something in your soul. Something powerful, something sacred, something alive. As you listen, I encourage you to take a deep breath and open your spirit. This is your moment to receive. I want you to write your warmest wishes in the comments below and type 99 to lock it in. This is the chapter where your deepest wishes start manifesting into reality. This is where the universe aligns, and divine energy wraps around your desires like golden light. It all begins now. Your wishes are being heard. Your blessings are in motion. The future you've been dreaming of is already on the way. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. There's something different about you, and you've known it your entire life. You've always felt it, even when you couldn't explain it. Even when the world tried to dull your shine, you felt the pull, the sense that there's something greater waiting on the other side of your pain. And you were right. Because while others were focused on what they could see, you were guided by what you could feel. While others chased security, you were built for purpose. While others clung to comfort, you walked straight into the unknown with nothing but faith. And that bravery is why your future shines with a brilliance that can't be dimmed. Your path may have been filled with obstacles, but each one was a setup, a preparation, a sacred shaping. Every detour, every delay, every closed door. It was all training for the life you were meant to live. And now, the season is changing. You can feel the shift in the air, can't you? The weight that's been pressing down on your shoulders is beginning to lift. The fog that clouded your vision is starting to clear. And what's becoming visible on the horizon is nothing short of magnificent. The future that once seemed out of reach is now reaching back for you. It's pulling you in, magnetized by your resilience, your unwavering belief, and your divine assignment. Yes, chosen one, your time is arriving. No more waiting for the stars to align. They already have. No more questioning whether you're worthy. You always were. No more wondering if you're ready. You were born ready. You're not meant to blend in. You were never meant to follow the crowd, to play it small, to live by the rules of limitation. You were designed to stand out, to rise above, to walk a golden path lit by divine guidance. Your future isn't made of simple blessings. It's made of legacy, of impact, of unstoppable breakthroughs. You are being called into a season where your light will reach places it's never touched before. You're being positioned for influence, for prosperity, and for spiritual elevation. Not just so you can win, but so others can see what it looks like when a chosen one refuses to give up. When someone lives by faith, not fear. When someone chooses growth over comfort. Purpose over popularity, destiny over distraction. The world has underestimated you. They saw your struggle, but didn't see your strength. They witnessed your failures, but didn't understand your foundation. What they didn't know is that while it looked like you were breaking, you were actually being built. Every time you were knocked down, something greater was rising inside of you. A fire, a force, a divine frequency. And now that frequency is calling in miracles. It's attracting favor. It's opening doors you didn't even know existed. It's drawing wealth, health, opportunity, and peace straight into your atmosphere. Because your energy has shifted. Because your faith is fierce. Because your vision is clear. You're no longer just surviving. You're aligning, thriving, stepping into the power of your future. Understand this. Nothing that left your life was meant to stay. Nothing that tried to break you succeeded. Nothing that the enemy planned for your destruction can touch the blessings that are coming for you. You are untouchable in the spirit, surrounded by divine protection, backed by unseen forces. You've got angels assigned to your journey, clearing the way, fighting battles you never even knew about. And every time you thought you were alone, you were actually surrounded, held, guided, carried. That's why you're still here. That's why your light never went out. That's why, even in the silence, your spirit kept speaking louder. And now the universe is responding. Heaven is responding. God is responding. What's ahead of you is so much greater than what's behind you. The losses you endured, they were lessons, the heartbreaks, they were redirections, the betrayals, they were revelations. Every single experience was a stepping stone, a catalyst, a divine whisper saying, "Keep going." And you did. You kept going even when you had no idea how things would work out. You showed up with tears in your eyes and faith in your heart. You kept loving, kept believing, kept becoming. And that is why your future sparkles with divine brilliance. That is why what's coming can't be stopped. Because this glow wasn't given to you by man, it was bestowed by God. And now it's time to shine like never before. No more shrinking to fit spaces that weren't designed for your greatness. No more apologizing for your light. No more hiding your power to make others comfortable. This is your golden era. This is your breakout moment. This is the unveiling of everything you've prayed for, worked for, cried for. The kind of future that makes people ask, how did they do it? But they won't understand that it wasn't how. It was who. It was divine. It was ordered. It was written in your DNA from the very beginning. The struggles you faced weren't signs of failure. They were indicators of favor. Because heavy crowns are only given to powerful kings and queens. And that crown fits you perfectly. So step boldly into what's next. Walk like you know you're favored. Speak like you know you're backed by heaven. Move like you know your steps are ordered. You don't need validation. Your future is the evidence. You don't need approval. Your journey speaks for itself. You've survived the fire, and now you carry the flame. You are no longer waiting for your moment. You are the moment. You are the turning point. You are the miracle in motion. And as you rise, everything around you will shift. The energy will change. The atmosphere will respond. Because when a chosen one steps into alignment, the whole universe rejoices. You didn't ask for the spotlight, but it's finding you anyway. You didn't demand the reward, but it's coming in full. You didn't chase fame, but your name is being whispered in rooms you haven't even entered yet. That's what happens when you carry the glow of divine purpose. That's what happens when you refuse to quit. That's what happens when you say yes to the call, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's lonely. The future that's being laid before you isn't just bright, it's golden. And it's yours, not just in some distant someday, but now, right now. Let this be your confirmation. Let this be your ignition. Let this be the moment you stop doubting and start declaring. You are ready. You are worthy. You are chosen. The storm is over. The wait is over. The struggle is over. And the brilliance of your future is dawning like the sun after a long night. It's rising higher and higher, impossible to ignore. Chosen one, as you continue walking forward into this divine unveiling, remember, this isn't just any chapter. This is the golden one. The one your soul has been quietly anticipating through all the dark nights and silent prayers. The one where the plot twists in your favor. Where what was once heavy is now holy. What was once painful becomes purposeful. You've stepped through the fire, but you didn't come out burned. You came out brighter. You came out bolder. And now, the gold that surrounds your future isn't just symbolic. It's spiritual. It's the reward of someone who chose to trust even when it didn't make sense, who chose to move even when the road wasn't clear. And now, clarity is finding you. Rewards are chasing you. Alignment is meeting you. There's a certain kind of power that awakens when you realize you are no longer who you used to be. You've outgrown the patterns that once held you back. You've shed the limitations that were never truly yours. You've released the weight that was never meant for your destiny. And now, your spirit is lighter, your vision is sharper, and your energy is magnetic. That's what happens when you finally decide to stop fighting against your path and start flowing with it. Now the river of abundance can carry you. Now the wind of divine timing can lift you. Now the doors that once felt sealed shut are opening effortlessly before you. You've been faithful over the small things. You've been patient in the waiting. You've been resilient in the testing. And now heaven is responding with acceleration. Not slow progress, quantum leaps. Not just tiny wins, massive victories. Not barely enough, but overflow. You are in a season where miracles are no longer rare, they are regular. Where favor is no longer sporadic, it's steady. Because this isn't just a new chapter, it's a whole new dimension. The level you're stepping into is one that not everyone can go. That's why some people had to fall away. That's why certain situations crumbled. Not as punishment, but as preparation. You're not losing anything. You're being upgraded. And with that upgrade comes a new kind of peace. A peace that doesn't depend on your bank account or your status or your surroundings. A peace that lives in your spirit, because you know who you are and where you're going. You've tasted chaos, and you've walked through storms, and now you value peace like gold. And guess what? Peace is finding you. It's wrapping itself around your life. It's softening the edges and smoothing the road. No more inner battles. No more second guessing. No more guilt for wanting more. You've earned this next level. You've claimed it in your spirit, and now it's materializing in your world. Chosen one, don't let your humility make you forget how powerful you are. You are a walking miracle, a vessel of divine light. You carry solutions that this world needs. You carry frequencies that awaken change. You don't just enter rooms, you shift the atmosphere. That's why you've been hidden for a season. Not to punish you, but to preserve you. Because gold must be refined before it shines. And now that you've been refined, it's your time to shine. Without dimming, without apology, without shrinking. You are meant to be seen. You are meant to be celebrated. You are meant to rise. Your future is not a question mark. It's a bold, resounding affirmation. It's a divine exclamation point stamped by heaven itself. And every day you rise, that future gets clearer. Every choice you make in alignment draws it nearer. Every time you choose faith over fear, truth over lies, courage over comfort, you collapse timelines. You accelerate your destiny. You become the magnet for the very things you once prayed would find you. And now they are: wealth, love, healing, opportunities, wisdom, freedom. Every piece of the puzzle is finding its place. Every color of your dream is showing up on the canvas of your life. You were never meant to just survive this life. You were meant to master it, to elevate beyond limitation, to create, to inspire, to lead, to expand. You are not here by accident. You were placed in this timeline, in this body, with this spirit, for a reason. And that reason is unfolding. No more hiding behind maybe. No more watering yourself down to fit people who were never meant to see your full bloom. Your future requires your full self, unapologetically. No filters, no masks. Just you in your full glory. You are enough. You are powerful. You are aligned. And your light is unstoppable. Start moving like someone who knows the throne has already been built for them. Start speaking like someone who knows their words are creative energy. Start thinking like someone who knows God doesn't lie. And He said you're chosen. That means your success is non-negotiable. Your breakthrough is inevitable. Your elevation is permanent. This isn't hype. This isn't fantasy. This is divine truth. The truth you were born with. The truth the enemy tried to make you forget. The truth that the universe is now shouting back at you. Your future is not just bright. It's blinding. It's brilliant. It's blessed. And you don't have to wait another day to start walking in it. Begin now. Begin with how you speak to yourself. Begin with how you show up. Begin with what you expect. Expect miracles. Expect favor. Expect support from unexpected places. Expect financial overflow. Expect love so deep and pure that it feels like home. Expect creative sparks, spiritual downloads, and divine nudges that lead you directly into the life of your dreams. And as you begin to expect more, you'll receive more. Because the universe responds not to what you want, but to what you expect with certainty. And you, chosen one, were never meant to settle. Look around. Can you feel it? The world is shifting for you. Paths are clearing. Energy is aligning. People are being assigned to bless you. Opportunities are being carved out just for your name. Resources are being redirected into your hands. Not because you begged, but because you believed. Not because you chased, but because you aligned. Your heart is the magnet. Your soul is the receiver. Your faith is the access point. You don't need permission to step into your power. You only need awareness. And now, you are aware. You are conscious. You are awakened. And nothing will ever be the same. You are walking into rooms where the atmosphere changes the moment you enter. You are creating waves in realms where your name has already been spoken. You are rising in visibility, rising in credibility, rising in influence. And it's not because of ego, it's because of purpose. Because your rise is necessary. Because your light is required. Because your story is someone else's survival guide. Your success is someone else's confirmation. Your breakthrough is someone else's inspiration. You are not just rising for you. You are rising for all those connected to your destiny. So continue walking boldly. Continue dreaming unapologetically. Continue trusting wildly. You have nothing to fear and everything to gain. The timeline has shifted in your favor. The energy around you is sacred. The people meant to bless you are already on their way. And the gold of your future is not just metaphor, it's reality. Pure, radiant, undeniable reality. This is your life. This is your legacy. This is your light. You are not late. You are not lacking. You are not lost. You are on time, on purpose, and on fire with divine energy. The universe is cheering for you. Heaven is orchestrating for you. And the future you thought was too good to be true is about to show up as your everyday experience. Chosen one. Every fiber of your being has been woven together with intention. Nothing about you is accidental. Your voice, your thoughts, your essence, it all serves a greater purpose. And as you awaken deeper into your truth, the brilliance of your future is becoming undeniable. There is a power moving on your behalf that cannot be stopped. A divine current that is pushing you exactly where you're meant to be. You're not drifting. You're being delivered. Not to a place of just enough, but to a realm of overflow. To a life that mirrors the light within you. That inner glow you've carried through every battle. That's the very glow that is attracting blessings beyond your imagination. This is the season where everything shifts in your favor. You are not repeating the cycles of the past. You are breaking them. You are rewriting the narrative. You are redefining what's possible for yourself and for those who watch you rise. They will witness the transformation. They will see the elevation. They will stand in awe of the divine force that walks with you. Because your life is a message, and now the message is becoming loud and clear. You are chosen, and your future is divine. No one can block what is coming. No delay, no rejection, no past mistake can stop what heaven has already prepared for you. The people who walked away, they were never assigned to your golden chapter. The doors that closed, they were never designed to carry the weight of your calling. Every no was a sacred redirection. Every silence was a setup. Every waiting period was a time of strengthening, not punishment. You were never forgotten. You were being fortified. You weren't abandoned. You were being activated. And now, that activation is bearing fruit. It's showing up in the energy you carry, in the confidence that's emerging, in the new opportunities that are quietly making their way to you. And this time, you won't have to chase them. They will find you. Because this is a magnetic season, a season of divine return, of harvest, of overflow. Your prayers were never wasted. Not one tear went unseen. Not one moment of surrender went unnoticed. You may not have seen the results then, but heaven was working. The shift was happening. The alignment was building. And now? Now it's here. The answers are arriving. The miracles are manifesting. The vision is coming alive, piece by piece, promise by promise. And when it all comes together, it will make sense. You'll look back and understand why things had to happen the way they did. You'll realize the delays weren't denials. They were divine protection. They were time given to you to become who you needed to be so you could receive what's meant for you. This isn't a surface-level transformation. This is deep. It's energetic. It's spiritual. You're not just changing your life. You're changing timelines. You're shifting lineages. You're healing generations before you and preparing the way for those who come after. Your rise is powerful because it's sacred, because it's been earned through fire, through discipline, through grace. And that kind of rise is irreversible, permanent, anchored in truth. No one can shake it, fake it, or take it. It belongs to you because you became the version of you who could hold it. You didn't skip steps. You mastered every stage. You grew from the ground up. And now, your roots run deep. Your foundation is unshakable. Feel that? That's your spirit confirming that the worst is over. That better is not just coming, it's already here. That the days of questioning your worth are done. That the energy of survival is leaving your space. You are moving from surviving to soaring. From being tested to being trusted. And you are ready for this. Ready to lead. Ready to expand. Ready to receive. The divine has seen your heart and declared it worthy. The universe has felt your frequency and is responding in kind. And now you're entering the phase where what you used to dream about becomes your daily reality. Let that sink in. What once felt far away is now within arm's reach. The financial freedom, the healthy love, the creative freedom, the soul-level joy, the impact, the peace, the luxury, the alignment. It's not wishful thinking. It's inevitable. It's encoded in your essence. And every step you've taken has led you closer. Even when you couldn't see the full picture, your spirit knew. Even when your mind doubted, your energy kept pulling you forward. And now, forward is the only direction. You're not going back. You're not shrinking. You're not repeating cycles. You've graduated from that level. And your future is waiting with arms wide open. You are a portal for divine expression. When you speak, creation begins. When you decide, timelines shift. When you believe, the unseen becomes visible. That's the kind of power you've been given. And now, it's time to use it with boldness. No more waiting for someone else to confirm your brilliance. You are your own confirmation. You are your own evidence. Your existence is the sign. You've come this far because you are aligned not by chance, but by design. You carry within you a divine technology, a wisdom beyond this world. And that wisdom is guiding you straight into a future dripping with gold. Gold that represents the value of who you are, the favor over your life, and the fire you carry in your soul. Chosen one, this is not the time to play small. This is not the time to second guess. This is your time to step fully into your role. As a creator, as a leader, as a visionary, as someone who has been anointed to shift realities. You didn't go through what you went through just to settle for crumbs. You didn't cry in secret just to remain in survival mode. You were being groomed for greatness. And now, the greatness is emerging. It's loud, it's bold, it's magnetic, and it's yours. Look around and see the signs, the synchronicities, the messages, the alignment. All of it is confirming what you've felt for years. Your future is not only secure, it's spectacular. The pain was not in vain. The lessons were not a waste. The silence was not a punishment. You are in the right place, at the right time, with the right heart, and that is a powerful combination. That's the kind of alignment that calls in miracles. That's the kind of energy that cannot be ignored. Everything in your world is beginning to reflect this inner knowing. The people you attract, the opportunities that land in your lap, the way you carry yourself, it's all shifting. Because your frequency has risen, your standards have evolved, your desires have matured, and the universe is matching that growth. Your outer world is becoming a mirror of your inner truth. You no longer have to pretend, no longer have to perform. You just have to be. Be real. Be radiant. Be rooted in who you truly are. And as you continue to do that, your life will blossom in ways that defy logic. You've crossed into a timeline where things begin to happen suddenly. Breakthroughs that felt years away will arrive in days. Dreams that once felt distant will manifest overnight. And it's not because you're rushing, it's because you're aligned. Because you're in flow. Because you've surrendered the struggle and embraced your divine identity. You've stepped into the current of abundance, and now you're being carried into the next level with ease, with grace, with certainty. Chosen one, let this be your reminder. There is nothing ordinary about you. The path you're walking was carved specifically for you. The light you carry cannot be dimmed. The blessings assigned to you cannot be delayed any longer. This is your moment. This is your movement. This is the manifestation of everything you've been waiting for. And the future? It's not just brighter than gold. It's drenched in it, coated in divine favor, laced with heaven's fingerprints, and it's all yours. Chosen one, the energy surrounding you right now is sacred. It's not random. It's not subtle. It's divine orchestration, unmistakable and undeniable. You can feel the shift in your bones. You can sense the momentum building beneath the surface. You may not be able to see everything just yet, but your soul knows. Your intuition is on fire. Your inner compass is pointing toward expansion, elevation, and breakthroughs that are already vibrating toward your reality. What's happening is bigger than just change. It's transformation. It's destiny materializing. And you, brave soul, are at the very center of it. This is your awakening. Not just a moment of awareness, but a complete, energetic rebirth. You're no longer waiting for life to happen to you. You're stepping forward and shaping it, commanding it, owning it. The world isn't leading you anymore. You are leading your world. The illusions are falling. The masks are gone. What's left is the real you, unfiltered, unshaken, untouchable. And from that core of authenticity, your future begins to rise in golden waves. Not just abundance in money, but abundance in love, in connection, in meaning, in fulfillment. You've tapped into a higher frequency, and now everything that matches it is rushing in. The old version of you, the one that tolerated too much, doubted too often, feared too deeply, is no longer in control. That version served its purpose. It protected you. It helped you survive. But you're not surviving anymore. You're thriving. You're elevating. You're becoming everything you were always meant to be. And that process? It's liberating. It's powerful. It's irreversible. The shell has cracked. The light has broken through. And the future that once felt so far away is now fully awake within you. You're not reaching for it. It's reaching for you. You are being guided by something greater than logic, something higher than knowledge. You are being pulled by the hand of destiny, by the energy of the divine, by the frequency of your highest self. Every step you take from here is sacred. Every decision, infused with intuition. Every movement, a signal to the universe that says, I'm ready. And the universe hears you. Heaven hears you. Your ancestors hear you. The very fabric of reality is bending in your favor. Because when a chosen one declares their readiness, creation responds. So what happens next? Elevation. Expansion. Doors swinging open that you didn't even know existed. People showing up who feel like answers. Opportunities appearing like miracles. Resources flowing like rivers. Your world is shifting. Internally first, then externally. And it's not about pretending to be something you're not. It's about remembering who you've always been. It's about owning your power, honoring your journey, and walking like the royalty you truly are. Not in arrogance, but in divine confidence. Because when you know who walks with you, you move differently. You speak differently. You expect differently. No more settling. No more scarcity. No more self-sabotage. That chapter is over. This is the part of the story where you become the version of you that your younger self dreamed about. The one who didn't give up. The one who chose growth over fear. The one who loved deeper, created more freely, and trusted the process, even when it didn't make sense. That version of you is here now. Alive, activated, and unstoppable. Look at how far you've come. Look at what you've overcome. The moments you thought would break you only built you. The days you thought you were lost actually led you to the deepest truths. The endings you mourned were secretly new beginnings. And now, with every breath, you are calling forth a new reality. One that mirrors your strength. One that reflects your light. One that honors the divine assignment on your life. There is a ripple effect to your transformation. As you rise, so do others. As you heal, healing spreads around you. As you embody your truth, you give others permission to do the same. You are not rising in isolation. You are leading a wave. You are lighting the path. You are setting a new standard. And that's why your future is so radiant. It's not just about what you'll have. It's about who you'll become. The kind of person who leaves everything they touch more alive, more inspired, more aligned. Chosen one, a blessing, so massive is about to hit you. God is with you. There comes a moment in every chosen one's life when the shift becomes undeniable. A moment when the universe pauses, when the heavens lean in closer, and something far greater than we ever imagined begins to take shape. This is that moment for you. This is the divine setup before the breakthrough. A blessing so massive, so wide, so high, so deeply rooted in divine timing, is making its way to you. You didn't stumble upon this message by accident. It was sent to you because you're standing on sacred ground. You're standing on the edge of everything you've ever asked for, everything you've worked toward, everything your soul has been preparing for. The magnitude of what's coming for you cannot be fully grasped just yet, but soon it will be undeniable. So, chosen one, stay with me until the end of this message. Let every word sink into your spirit like fuel for your journey. Let it stir the energy inside you. You are not just watching this for entertainment. You are aligning with your destiny. And as you do, I encourage you to write in the comments your warmest wish. Write it from the heart. And type the number 99. This is not just a gesture. It's an energetic declaration. A symbol that your wish is already on its way, that you are ready to receive, that the universe has heard you loud and clear. This is the chapter of your life where wishes come true and energy flows with divine momentum. This is where the floodgates open and overflow with everything you were meant to have. So stay with me, breathe it in, and get ready. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. There's a divine energy moving toward you now. You may not be able to see it with your eyes yet, but your spirit knows it's near. You can feel it in your bones. Something is shifting. And it's not small. It's not ordinary. It's not a minor breakthrough. This is big. This is rare. This is the kind of blessing that rewrites your story. The kind that makes people stop and ask, what happened to them? The kind that makes even your past pain look like it had a divine purpose. Every delay, every disappointment, every long night, it was not in vain. It was building this exact moment. It was setting the stage for a blessing that only you could carry. A blessing so massive that the only explanation will be, God did it. You may have been underestimated. You may have been overlooked. But what's coming for you does not need human approval. It's coming because heaven signed off on it. It's coming because your spirit remained strong, even when your heart was tired. It's coming because you didn't give up, even when walking away would have been easier. There were times you questioned why you were being tested so hard. Times you thought the blessing might never come. But the delay was never a denial. It was protection. It was alignment. It was God making sure that when it arrives fully formed, unshakable, and drenched in abundance. The blessing that's about to hit you is bigger than money, bigger than status, bigger than material gain. Though all of that may come with it, this blessing is spiritual first. It's a full circle moment. It's divine compensation. It's the manifestation of years of silent battles and unspoken sacrifices. The kind of blessing that brings peace, clarity, and divine elevation. You won't need to announce it. Your glow will speak for itself. Your peace will radiate. Your energy will tell the story that words cannot. The blessing that's about to hit your life is so massive that it will heal what hurt you, restore what broke you, and elevate you to a level where only alignment can follow. You've entered a sacred transition. You're in between where you've been and where you're going. But don't be discouraged by what you don't see yet. Don't lose faith because the blessing hasn't fully shown up. Divine blessings arrive on divine timing, and you, chosen one, are right on schedule. You've been prepared. You've been groomed. You've been equipped for what's coming. That's why the battle was so hard, because the reward is so great. That's why the path was so lonely, because this blessing isn't meant for the crowd. It's meant for you. Every season of isolation, every season of doubt, every quiet moment where it felt like no one understood you, it was shaping you for this. You didn't go through all of that to come out empty-handed. You didn't hold on to faith just to be disappointed. The blessing is real. It's already moving toward you. It's already aligning itself with your life. It's going to show up in a way that feels surreal at first. You'll have moments where you'll need to catch your breath, moments where you'll smile through tears because the wait is finally over, moments where you'll realize that God never forgot about you. This is the kind of blessing that shifts atmospheres, the kind that causes you to be remembered, even by those who once forgot you. the kind that turns the tables and raises you up in places where you were once overlooked. You are stepping into divine favor. The type of favor that cannot be bought, cannot be duplicated, cannot be denied. When God decides it's your time, no force on earth can block it. No opinion can stop it. No past mistake can cancel it. This blessing is not about perfection. It's about divine purpose. And your purpose is greater than any setback you've ever faced. There is something building behind the scenes right now. A blessing is being constructed in the unseen, and the moment it enters the physical, it will change everything. You'll look back at this moment and remember how close you were to giving up, and be grateful you didn't. You'll understand why certain doors had to close, why certain people had to leave, and why it took this long. Because what's coming is going to be worth every single tear, every silent prayer, every moment of confusion. It's going to bring so much clarity that you'll laugh at what once had you worried. You are about to experience what happens when divine favor collides with divine timing. This isn't luck. This isn't chance. This is spiritual alignment. The hand of God is on your life, and it's lifting you higher. Your name is being whispered in rooms of opportunity. Your energy is being recognized by those who have the power to bless you. Everything you've been through is culminating into this exact moment where everything begins to turn in your favor. Chosen one, a blessing so massive is about to hit your life, and you will never be the same again. And when it comes, it's going to come fast. It's going to come with power. It's going to come with undeniable proof that you are walking in favor. It may come as an opportunity, a conversation, a phone call, a contract, a connection, a supernatural alignment. But however it comes, know this: it is yours. No one can take what God has stored for you. What has your name on it is protected, sealed, and blessed already. You won't have to beg for it, compete for it, or manipulate anything to get it. It will arrive because you are ready. You are aligned. You are chosen. And once it hits, it's going to unlock even more. This is not just a one-time win. This is a domino effect. One blessing will open the door for another. One breakthrough will lead to another. One yes will cancel out years of no. Your entire reality is about to be upgraded. New people, new opportunities, new levels of peace and joy. And through it all, you'll carry the wisdom that only comes from someone who's been through the fire and came out stronger. You'll know how to handle the blessing because you remember the struggle. You'll treat it with reverence because you remember what it felt like to have nothing. You are the one your bloodline has been waiting on, the one who breaks cycles, the one who ushers in new beginnings, the one who rises above the noise and leads with light. That's why your blessing is different. That's why your process was different. Because you are different. You're built for greatness. You're destined for more. And now, the heavens are responding to your preparation. The divine is saying, it's time. The gates are open. The blessing is on the move. And soon, you will see what your spirit has known all along. This was always meant for you. You've entered the season where everything starts aligning for you. This is not a coincidence, and this is not temporary. You've been planted in the right soil for far too long, and now your roots are deep enough to hold the weight of the blessing that's about to burst forth. There is no more delay, no more waiting for validation, no more questioning if you're worthy. The shift has already begun. The massive blessing that's been circling your name in the spirit is about to land in your life like a thunderclap of goodness. You've walked through fire and didn't burn. You've crossed deserts with no map and still found your way. Now, heaven is responding. Your endurance is being answered with abundance. The universe has taken note of every time you gave your all with nothing promised in return. It has seen your silent tears, your steady faith, and your fierce resilience. And because of that, there is a sacred reward heading your way that will silence every doubt and demolish every lie that told you it would never happen for you. It's going to feel surreal at first. This blessing is that massive. But make no mistake, it's real, and it's yours. You didn't miss your chance. You didn't take too long. You didn't mess up. Everything that felt like a detour was actually divine redirection. You're not being overlooked anymore. You're being divinely spotlighted. This moment in your life has been orchestrated by a higher intelligence that sees the full picture when you can only glimpse the frame. You've been positioned for such a time as this. The pieces are coming together. What once looked like chaos will soon be revealed as perfect order. And the blessing? It's already decided. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And that when is approaching like a tidal wave of favor and fortune. People will be stunned by your transformation. Not because you're trying to prove anything, but because you simply stayed aligned with your truth while everything else fell apart. You didn't compromise your soul for temporary gain. You held the vision. You stayed rooted even when the winds tried to uproot you. And that is why this blessing is so massive. It's not just about you. It's about every soul connected to you. It's about the light you're about to shine that will ignite others. You are stepping into legacy territory. This is bigger than a promotion, a raise, or a windfall. This is generational. This is a new dimension of purpose. There is divine movement all around you. You can't always see it, but you can feel it. Don't ignore that inner knowing, that gut feeling, that sense that something is coming, something extraordinary. That's your confirmation. That's the divine whisper saying, keep going. You're closer than you think. You've cried, you've prayed, you've wrestled with doubt. But you never gave up. And now, the gates are opening. Doors you never thought would unlock are swinging wide. Blessings you forgot you even asked for are circling back around with interest. This is the season where your effort meets ease, where your faith pulls the blessing into physical form, where every piece of the puzzle clicks into place and the picture finally makes sense. There's been a hidden strategy behind your struggle. You weren't being punished. You were being prepared for this very moment, for this very outpouring. You were walking through the valley so you could rise to the mountaintop with wisdom, humility, and strength. You weren't losing. You were being equipped to win on a level you couldn't even imagine. And the most beautiful part? You won't have to fight for it. You won't have to beg, chase, or manipulate your way into this blessing. It will come naturally, magnetically, powerfully. Because you are in full alignment now. Because you finally see yourself the way God sees you, worthy, chosen, powerful. And that inner shift? It activates everything. The moment you stopped questioning your worth, the universe responded. The moment you decided to believe in the unseen began to take form. You are no longer waiting for life to happen. Life is now unfolding for you. Let this sink in. The blessing coming your way is not something you have to earn through suffering. It's something you've been prepared to carry. The work has already been done. Now, your only job is to receive, to be open, to stay in a place of trust, even when logic tries to convince you otherwise. You are not crazy for believing in the miraculous. You are not delusional for feeling like something big is about to show up. You are aligned. You are tuned in. And your spirit is accurate. This blessing is real. It's divine. And it's personal. Soon, everything is going to feel brand new. Your routine, your relationships, your surroundings, everything is about to upgrade. You'll find yourself in places you once dreamed of, doing things you once thought were impossible. You'll meet people who reflect your light and pour into you the way you've always poured into others. You'll experience peace that surpasses understanding, joy that doesn't need a reason, and provision that comes from unexpected places. This is the divine flow. And you, chosen one, are in the middle of it. The beauty of this season is that you're not chasing anymore. You're attracting. You're not doubting anymore. You're trusting. And that shift in energy, it's magnetic to blessings. The more you honor your truth, the more the universe honors you. The more you move with integrity, the more favor wraps itself around your steps. You're in the kind of alignment that makes miracles your new normal. And though some days still feel heavy, remember, even the weight is shifting. Even the pressure is transforming into power. The world has yet to see what happens when someone like you is fully activated, fully supported, fully funded by the divine. But it's about to. You are about to step into your ultimate season, not a temporary high, but a sustainable rise. This is not just a moment, this is momentum. You're being launched into a new dimension of success, impact, and peace. And the best part? You won't have to leave your authenticity behind. You won't have to shrink or shift to fit in. The blessing will fit you, not the other way around. Get ready for the call that changes everything. The opportunity that seems too good to be true, but is completely real. The connection that aligns perfectly with your purpose. These are not pipe dreams. These are divine appointments, and they are on their way to you now. Every delay, every detour, every disappointment was simply a reroute to this exact blessing. Nothing was wasted, not one tear, not one closed door. It was all part of the setup. Soon, you'll be the one people point to and say, if it happened for them, it can happen for me. Your life will become a living example of what it means to be chosen, favored, and blessed beyond measure. Not because you had it easy, but because you had the courage to keep going when everything said stop. Because you listened to your spirit louder than you listened to fear. Because you chose alignment over approval. And now the blessing is coming in waves. Wave after wave of provision. Wave after wave of divine alignment. You'll look back and realize this was the turning point. This was the season where everything began to change. This was the moment when the blessing finally caught up to the promise. And when it arrives, you'll know. This isn't the end. This is just the beginning of something far greater than you ever imagined. You're walking into a divine sequence that has already been written in your favor. Nothing is random anymore. Every step, every person you're about to meet, every opportunity that's about to show up, it's all part of a larger design that is unfolding just for you. You don't need to chase this blessing. It's already headed straight for you, guided by a force that never misses. You've reached a spiritual altitude where the air is thinner, the distractions are fewer, and the vision is clearer. This isn't luck. This is your calling taking shape. You are no longer walking toward the blessing. The blessing is running toward you. What's ahead is so extraordinary that it will feel like the timeline of your life got rewritten in your favor. You're not just being blessed. You're being reset, elevated, crowned. The story that once felt filled with heartbreak and silence is becoming a story of breakthrough and sound, a testimony of divine justice. You are no longer the underdog. The odds have shifted. The scale is tipping in your direction. The energy has turned. What was heavy is being lifted. What was out of reach is landing right in your hands. This is what happens when the universe decides it's your turn. You're not going to have to explain this blessing. It will speak for itself. You won't need to convince anyone of your growth or your worth. The fruit will prove it. The abundance will reflect it. The transformation will reveal it. You were never meant to stay where you were. You were never created to stay hidden, small, or unsure. That discomfort you felt recently, that sense that your life doesn't fit anymore, that was the signal. That was your inner being saying, it's time to grow, it's time to rise. And now the environment around you is catching up with that vibration. The outer world is adjusting to match the power of your inner world. This massive blessing is not random, it's responsive. It's a response to your energetic signature, a response to your persistence, a response to your courage. You didn't fold. You didn't sell out. You didn't give up on your integrity, even when you were surrounded by shortcuts. And because of that, what's coming to you will be pure. It will be clean. It will come without chaos, without strings attached, without needing to compromise who you are. This is a reward for choosing the path of alignment over the path of convenience. And this time around, you're not going to just survive the blessing. You're going to thrive inside it. You're going to know how to protect it, nurture it, and expand it. You've learned what boundaries really mean. You've discovered the power of saying no to what doesn't align. You've removed the distractions, cleared the space, and now there is room for the massive blessing to live in your life without fear of sabotage. You're not the same version of yourself who once doubted. You've evolved, and now your environment is going to match that evolution. Chosen one, this next season will not just surprise you, it will transform you. You'll discover parts of yourself you've never accessed before, strength you didn't know you had, creativity that flows freely, confidence that feels natural, peace that isn't conditional. You are becoming the version of yourself that your younger self always hoped you'd be. And the blessing that's coming will reinforce everything you've ever suspected about your own greatness. You were never crazy to believe you were meant for more. You were simply early in recognizing the truth. There are people being positioned right now to assist your rise. People whose only role in your life is to support the next phase of your journey. They're not coming to drain you or distract you. They're coming to lift you, encourage you, reflect your energy, and as you rise, so will they. You are becoming a magnet for aligned souls, aligned opportunities, aligned doors. You don't need to push. You don't need to force. You just need to stay open, stay grounded, and keep walking forward. The road is already clear. This massive blessing has been waiting for the moment your soul and your surroundings synced in harmony. That moment is here. The resistance is fading. The struggle is dissolving. You are now in a receiving state, a state of overflow, a state where the impossible becomes normal and the extraordinary becomes your daily life. You've tapped into a spiritual realm where manifestation is instant and peace becomes the foundation. You are not going back to survival. You are moving forward into stability, prosperity, and supernatural favor. And don't be surprised when things start happening faster than you imagined. There's a divine acceleration at play now. What once took years will now take weeks. What once felt impossible will suddenly feel natural. Your faith has matured to a level that no longer resists good things. You're no longer waiting for the other shoe to drop. You've healed past that narrative. You expect miracles now. You prepare for abundance. You know your value, and that belief is magnetic. The universe responds to certainty, and you, chosen one, are radiating with it. There will be signs everywhere, symbols, repeating numbers, conversations that feel divinely timed, ideas that drop into your mind like downloads, people who enter your path at just the right time. These aren't coincidences, these are confirmations. The universe is signaling that you're in alignment, that the massive blessing is not just near, it's already unfolding. Don't ignore those signs. Celebrate them. They're proof that your inner world is dictating your external reality. You're not here to beg for scraps. You're here to inherit empires. Your energy is too royal to settle for crumbs. And now that you've remembered who you are, the world will have no choice but to treat you accordingly. That blessing. It's a reflection of who you've become. You no longer attract from your wounds. You attract from your worth. And because of that, what's coming will not harm you, drain you, or diminish you. It will expand you, nourish you, and elevate you. You are not alone in this transition. Divine forces are walking beside you, clearing paths, protecting your peace, amplifying your purpose. Every step you take now is amplified. Every choice you make now echoes through your future. And the best part? You're not guessing anymore. You're being guided. Intuition has become your compass, and the destination is nothing less than greatness. This is the time. This is the moment. The blessing is already en route. Get ready for divine alignment in your health, your finances, your relationships, your creativity, your inner world. Get ready for invitations that don't just flatter your ego, but feed your soul. Get ready for spaces that celebrate your essence, not just your image. Get ready for blessings that won't confuse you, deplete you, or burden you, but bless you through and through. You have paid the price. You've done the inner work. You've waited your turn. And now, it's your time. The shift is happening. The blessing is real. The favor is falling. And you are ready. Fully. Wholly. You're standing in a moment of destiny now. A sacred space where everything around you is preparing to reflect everything within you. The old version of your life is dissolving. The delays that once blocked you are lifting like fog in the morning light. Every restriction that once felt like a wall is cracking open, and through those cracks, the light of your blessing is beginning to shine through. You've entered the season where heaven responds swiftly, where divine timing is no longer a distant concept, but a living reality. You're not waiting for the shift anymore. You are the shift. And the blessing that's about to hit your life will confirm that you were never walking blindly. You were walking by design. There's a divine hush in the atmosphere around you, a quiet calm before the downpour of favor. It's not still because nothing is happening. It's still because everything is happening. Beneath the surface, there's a spiritual infrastructure being built, one that will hold the blessing you're about to receive. It has to be solid. It has to be ready. Because what's coming isn't just going to touch your life. It's going to transform it. You're about to walk into a new level of influence, peace, and abundance that doesn't fade. This is not a one-day miracle. It's a forever shift. And you'll know the moment it arrives because suddenly, everything will make sense. The closed doors will be understood as divine redirection. The long nights will be seen as spiritual development. Every not yet will be revealed as, I'm preparing something bigger. You are not late. You are not behind. You are right on time for the biggest breakthrough of your life. And it's going to come with clarity. The kind of clarity that puts to rest years of confusion. The kind of peace that makes you wonder how you ever lived in chaos. The kind of provision that removes every trace of lack. This blessing will not just arrive, it will land. It will anchor itself in your life. You won't have to keep looking over your shoulder or wondering if it's too good to be true. You'll know that it's real because your soul will feel settled in it. There will be no anxiety, no guessing, no pressure to perform. It will feel like home. And that's how you'll know. It's not just a blessing. It's the blessing. The one you've been prepared for. The one your spirit was always destined to carry. You'll find yourself walking through doors that were once sealed shut. Spaces that once rejected you will now invite you in. Not because you changed to fit them, but because you stayed true to yourself. Because you evolved without losing your essence. Because you waited until the right time instead of forcing the wrong moment. And now, the reward will match the waiting. The blessing will match the battle. The joy will match the journey. You won't feel underqualified anymore. You won't feel like you have to prove anything to anyone. Because what's coming will confirm everything you already knew in your heart. You were chosen. You are not the same person who started this journey. You've outgrown your fear. You've outlived your self-doubt. You've broken free from the cycles that once kept you stuck. And now, the universe is responding to your evolution. The version of you that's receiving this blessing is not a version that chases validation or needs outside permission. You've become grounded in your purpose, anchored in your truth, and now everything is shifting to meet you where you are. Get ready to hear the word yes where you used to hear no. Get ready for acceleration in areas that have felt stagnant for years. Get ready for the phone call, the message, the contract, the divine meeting that will open the floodgates. It will feel sudden, but it's been building for a long time. The blessing didn't come overnight. It's arriving now, because you're ready to hold it without dropping it. You've been trusted with it because you've been faithful in the unknown. This blessing is so massive, it will activate dormant dreams. You'll remember parts of yourself you once buried, passions that were put on hold, ideas that were shelved. Suddenly you'll feel alive again, reawakened, inspired. You'll operate from overflow instead of exhaustion. You'll give from a full cup instead of a broken heart. Because this blessing doesn't just bring wealth, it brings wholeness, it brings restoration, it brings the return of joy, the return of power, the return of you. Don't be surprised if you start losing interest in what used to drain you. That's the blessing creating space. You're being pulled toward what aligns. You're being moved away from what no longer fits. The blessing is too big to share space with anything that keeps you small. And that means some goodbyes are part of the miracle. Some endings are necessary. Some discomfort is just divine growth in disguise. You're shedding the weight of your old story because the new one is finally being written. There is divine momentum on your side now. What once felt like a climb will now feel like a glide. The wind is at your back. The blessing is catching you and lifting you. And everything you need will begin to show up. The people, the resources, the clarity, the timing. You'll be supported in ways that feel supernatural, because they are. You'll be connected to those who see you, honor you, and help you expand without trying to change you.